This Dinner on Hand idea has been brought to you by Stovetop Oven Classics. For more great dinner ideas, visit craftfoods.com.
It's a Saturday. Hey, you're flying away. Baking up some cinnamon. Feeling you'll be right back in. My heart to yours.
On this special edition of Food Finds, the flavors of football. Kansas City residents are fanatical about their Chiefs, and the Arrowhead crowds go crazy over velvet cream popcorn. Vikings fans love this homemade Ukrainian sausage, and in Green Bay, they're packing in these pickled ham hocks. While in Buffalo, Italian bread is perfect for any spread. We go to football towns around the country in search of fan favorites next on Food Finds. Pinckney, welcome to Food Finds. On his induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Howie Long said, if baseball is America's pastime, football is America's passion. And where there's a good game going, there's usually plenty of good food to go along with it. On this special episode, we're going to dish up some fan favorites from all across the country. We're going to sample some mouth-watering meats from Minnesota and try some scrumptious homemade bread from Buffalo. But first, we're going to Kansas City, where football and food come together for some of the world's best tailgating. In Kansas City, they love their food and their Chiefs. Here, a winning game day spread includes some of that world-famous barbecue and popcorn. That's right, popcorn, made by KC's own Velvet Cream Popcorn Company.
If you're like me, and if it's a good game, you're going to get the munchies. You're going to want something to munch on, and popcorn is a excellent product for munching.
It's good with drinks. It's good for parties with your friends, tailgating.
For Chiefs fans, this is more than just concession stand food. It's a time-honored tradition.
If you're a local resident and from Kansas City originally, it is. It's just an institution.
Wife likes it, I like it, and my friends like it, so when we need popcorn, we always come here. We drive 5 miles to get this, you know, when I could buy it right in the neighborhood.
At Velvet Cream, they pop their fluffy snack by the barrels and ship to customers around the world.
We've got thousands of customers that are 1-2 can customers, and we've got thousands of customers that order anywhere from 200-300 cans all the way up to 2,500 cans.
Velvet Cream popcorn is sold by mail order and in the retail store at the front of the factory. There's popcorn in bags, buckets, even balls. Loretta Underwood has been selling popcorn here for almost 30 years.
When you tell someone you're a popcorn salesman, they kind of look at you, what? Well, yes, I do. It's something that it's American favorite. Everyone loves popcorn. I haven't met anyone that didn't love popcorn, and why not have the best?
The company sells 5 different flavors of popcorn: caramel, buttered, sour cream and onion, cheese, and cinnamon.
I'd say the most popular flavor is buttered popcorn, but the most popular combination of cans is the 3-way with the buttered cheese and the caramel.
Another Velvet Cream favorite are the decorative tins that come filled with 1, 2, or 3 different flavors of popcorn.
We were the first company to put the popcorn in the can. We were the first company to use a decorated can. We were the first company to use a divided can, to put 2, 3 flavors in the can.
The tins are decorated with lots of different designs. There's cans for kids, seasonal prints, college cans, and of course, the ever-popular Chiefs tin. They can also be special ordered with company logos, birthday greetings, or whatever the customer dreams up.
People really do hold on to these. I've given tins over the last 20 years to people, and they're still holding on to them even today.
The tins are popular for gifts, so the holidays are busy days at Velvet Cream. In November, the 12 to 15 full-time employees are joined by over 50 temporary workers just to handle the holiday rush.
Getting into the Christmas season, the holiday season, cold weather, as soon as the weather turns cold, we start getting busy. I don't know what it is in the human mind that triggers the desire and craving for popcorn, but when the weather turns cold, it triggers.
I've been shopping at Velvet Cream Popcorn since probably 1944, and wouldn't go anyplace else for the popcorn.
The Velvet Cream story actually began in 1937 when Howard White was laid off from his factory job. He began popping corn in his basement and, over his wife's objection, sold it to local taverns. Ironically, when Howard was called back to work, it was Mrs. White and the 3 children who kept the corn popping. Son Kenneth took to the business right away, and before long, he and his mom were overseeing a thriving family business.
We're pretty customer-oriented. We kind of spoil the customer because we just about give them whatever they want. And we've always done that. We've been taught that by Grandma, who started the business. She wants us to treat those customers like they're special, and we do that.
Velvet Cream Popcorn.
Velvet Cream remains a family enterprise. Granddaughter Barbara Odell runs the business office, while her husband Dana and brother-in-laws Jerry Wright and Glenn Bohannon oversee the factory. They still popcorn the simple, old-fashioned way.
We prefer to use the wet poppers. Wet popping is using the oil and popping it with the oil as opposed to the dry pop. You put the corn in, you put the oil in, and you just wait for it to pop. 2.5, 3 minutes, it's popping out, the lid opens up, it spills out onto the conveyor, and the conveyor takes it down to the tumbler. And the tumbler will take out the small kernels that don't pop, anything that is undesirable to the palate.
You won't find any unpopped kernels here, and there's one more thing you won't find in Velvet Cream's buttered popcorn: butter. The buttery taste comes from pure coconut oil shipped in by the tanker load from the Philippines. For other varieties like this cheese corn, flavorings are added after the corn is popped. By far, the trickiest flavor to perfect is caramel.
We use coconut oil, we use white sugar, brown sugar. We melt that down, and then we put in the corn syrup, and then you put in the hybrid mushroom corn, and then basically that's it. And then it just mixes. You start on a high fire, and as it melts, you go to the low fire for the rest of the mixture with the corn in there.
The master poppers make this caramel confection without the aid of thermometers or timers. It takes a trained eye and a unique hybrid corn grown especially for Velvet Cream.
It's round, and which that helps it roll in the machine to make the coverage good. We like good coverage. Every kernel has to be covered good.
Finally, each can is filled to order by hand to avoid breaking any kernels. On football Fridays, everyone wears red and packs popcorn for their beloved Chiefs. Before every home game, Velvet Cream delivers Chiefs cans to the luxury suites at Arrowhead Stadium. Here, it takes its rightful place beside some of the league's finest football cuisine.
Levy Restaurants operates 125 suites here at Arrowhead Stadium on all the home games. You can see some of the things we're doing. Chef Kevin carving our peppered tenderloin of beef at the carving station. We have some imported domestic cheese displays, fresh fruit, our natural sandwich. Going right along with that is Velvet Cream popcorn. Our suite owners love it. It goes perfect with football.
There's no doubt football and popcorn are the perfect team. You don't have to know a lot about them to enjoy them, and they're both just plain fun. Maybe that's why Velvet Cream is still poppin' after all these years. Of course, the centerpiece of most pregame meals is meat. Up next, we go where Vikings fans pick up sausage for the grill, and we'll show you some pickled snacks that Packer fans devour.
Next time, from Martha's Kitchen, all about delicious Thai cuisine. Make savory Thai soup.
The perfect soup with the perfect flavor to start any meal.
And a flavorful Thai salad.
From Martha's Kitchen, tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific.
Introducing a new premium sedan from Hyundai. With soft leather, traction control, V6 power, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. All for less than $24,000. The new Hyundai XG300. Fly first class for the price of coach.
If the value of your home has risen during the last couple of years, now may be a great time to refinance and cash out some of your equity. Just log on to ditech.com or call us at 1-800-71-FIX. Today's low fixed rate is only 6.875%, APR 7.042% with 0 points. And there are no upfront fees. It's smart money from ditech.com. Apply online or call us now at 1-800-71-FIX.
So Ruth, how did you discover you had presbyopia?
I was on a blind date, and then the menu came, but I couldn't read it. I kept holding it farther away.
Hence the term long arm sight. Can you read this?
Prime rib.
Broiled salmon. So you didn't know about these revolutionary new lenses from Verilux that let you see near, far, and everything in between?
Pale piccata. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Take a moment.
When it comes to tailgate parties, Wisconsin is a state where winning foods and winning teams make a great combination. Not far from Green Bay, home of the irrepressible Packers, is another bay, the Bay of Milwaukee. Fans here relish sports and the food that goes along with them, especially pickled delicacies like herring, ham hocks, eggs, and, yes, turkey gizzards.
With the Green Bay Packers, one of the things that they're known for is the great tailgating parties that precede the start of the football game. And so these products that we manufacture, we feel that they are an integral part of tailgating.
You know, you don't have to cook it, it's ready to eat. You just open a jar and you're all set.
Reinhard Liebner and his father Byron are part of the Bayview Packing Company. It's been packing and shipping pickled foods in this country since 1923. The ham hocks and herring, along with the other products, are all trimmed and packed by hand. Frank Lehman has worked at Bayview for 30 years.
I think people from European ethnic groups would like this.
Herring is a seasonal item, perfect for winter sports fans.
I love the Green Bay Packers.
We get a lot of people in here and say, you know, I'm having a Super Bowl party, and we got to have some herring for that.
Another football favorite from Bayview is the ham hocks. Up to 450 pounds of ham hocks are sawed, cooked, cured, sliced, and hand-packed here every week.
It's very tasty, and to me it's very similar to ham, but it tastes better because you know the old saying that they say, the closer to the bone, the sweeter the meat.
Jars of the larger ham hocks are sold to bars and are big sellers during game time. Customers can buy the products directly from the warehouse or by mail order. As for what the favorite Bayview product is, we checked with the experts. Byron Liebner is partial to something called a roll mop.
It's a complete fillet, and the fillet is wrapped around a dill pickle, and it's speared with the toothpick, and then you slice it with a sharp knife, and you just take the pick and slide the entire unit right in your mouth entirely. Scrumptious.
Later on in the show, we'll tell you how you can order your own pickled treats. But up next, we're heading right down the street to a Minneapolis institution. We'll tell you why Vikings fans keep coming back for this family's smoked sausages.
Let's go, Vikes!
In the Twin Cities, football season means helmets with horns and food on the grill. That's why so many Vikings fans stop by Kramarczuk Sausage Company on their way to the big game.
Good thing for tailgate parties. We have people that have football parties at home that order maybe 100, 200 different kinds of, individual sausages.
Kramarczuk makes miles of this spicy meat. It's a favorite of the many Eastern European immigrants who live in Northeast Minneapolis.
I grew up in Ukraine, and so I can find here Ukrainian sausage, Russian candy, which I had as a child, and Hungarian sausage.
The customers that we have are third or fourth generation Polish, Ukrainian, or Russian immigrants. And so they grew up on this, their parents grew up on this, their grandparents.
Oris knows about traditional cooking. The business was founded by his father, Wassel, who immigrated from the Ukraine after World War II. He and wife Anna worked 2 jobs until they could start their own sausage company. The doors opened in 1954, and they've been serving crowds of sausage lovers ever since.
Tailgate parties are a big deal here in this area, and grilled sausages are the favorite choice. So we decided to go to the expert, Mike here, who's a manager at Kramarczuk, to give us some tips. What is the best way to cook sausage on the grill?
Well, what's nice about our sausages is they're basically all pre-cooked. So all you need to do is really warm them through. Just brown them on a little bit on each side, and you're ready to go.
Tell me about the variety you have out here.
Well, we've got smoked Ukrainian, which is a coarse ground heavy garlic sausage. We have everyone's favorite bratwurst. We have a German knockwurst, which is like a Frankfurter. A smoked Italian. For people that like something sweet is a French apple sausage, a Cajun andouille, and a smoked Polish sausage.
Okay, let me see how well you did. You want a bite?
Go ahead.
Okay, let's just see.
Kramarczuk makes nearly 60 different varieties of sausage. The most popular is the kielbasa, along with Krakowska, or ham sausage. It's made with a hint of garlic and tops out at a whopping 9 feet in length.
During football games or hockey games, whatever, people buy this and then they put it on their cheese and platter trays and then they serve it up.
Here's another tip from Kramarczuk. Never pierce your sausages when you're cooking them. The juices will run out, and so does all the flavor. Just use a pair of tongs to gently turn. Our tailgate spread continues when we come back with a necessary staple, bread. From sandwiches to pizza to dessert, this Buffalo Bakery supplies Bills fans all season long.
The biggest football game of the season just got bigger. Presenting Food Network's Super Food Fest. A full week where football and food become one. Emerald and your favorite Food Network team help you score big points at your super party. Only Food Network gives you the chips, the dips, the tasty tips. Food Network's Super Food Fest. All this week. Brought to you by these fine sponsors. And Century by Buick, a luxury car for everyone.